Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. It's Friday afternoon and I have the chilling Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. I'm just trying to get the box to show you Edgar Allan Poe Tarot on the tarot table because, sorry about the ring light, because we are dealing with a tale of mystery and imagination, the tale of Archie's birth certificate and alleged trouble with that birth certificate when it comes to enrolling him in school in California. This is a rumor. It's a strange rumor that's been going around, and I don't know the origin of this rumor, unfortunately, but I can tell you what the rumor is, and it is that Meghan Markle is hitting a snag getting Archie into school due to discrepancies in his birth certificate and failure to provide immunization records. Meghan has allegedly told the school that the palace sealed Archie's birth certificate. And now this is not true because I did a quick Google while I was researching for this reading, and I found Archie's original birth certificate and I also found the reworded birth certificate. Birth certificate, of course, was changed 11 days later. Lady C has weighed into this controversy. People have asked her to comment on this rumor, and she said, well, of course, the birth certificate was changed 11 days after Archie's birth. Meghan's name was removed. Meghan Markle or Rachel Meghan or whatever it was on the birth certificate, that was deleted, and Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex was put there in its place. So interesting. Lady C said she knows what's going on, but she is not going to say, not now anyway. So I want to know a little bit more about this strange tale. Of course, the Archie going to school story started with Prince George going to Eton with his parents. He was taken around to look recently, and then suddenly we heard about Archie being taken to school. There's some fancy school in Montecito to be enrolled there. Now we get this rumor, and again I have to stress it is just a rumor that there is a problem with the birth certificate and immunization records. And so what is going on? Are they trying to enroll Archie at school at this point? There's also, of course, talk of them going back to the UK and going to fancy schools in the UK so that they can get British accents. I did a reading on that ages ago, and I did see long ago, I did see that there was possibility of the children being educated in the UK at some point, as far as I can recall. But anyway, we want to know what's going on with the school. Are there problems with documents that the school has requested? We're going to look at the birth certificate story. Why was the name changed? Meghan's name changed, and who was behind it? Meghan at the time claimed that the palace insisted on doing this. It was all their doing, none of hers. But we want to know really whose idea was it. Some people speculate it has to do with perhaps an adoption. That's great speculation. Others speculate it had to do with Megxit that was already being planned, and Meghan wanted to make damn sure that she was always Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex when it came to those children, and that could not be taken away from her if they Megxited and things went south. Then we're going to ask about Lady C. What does Lady C know about the situation, and when will she tell us? Is she writing a book about this? Is she holding this all back so she can drop the juice at some stage in a new book? And then two outcomes we want to know about Archie in school. Are we going to hear about Archie going now to a fancy school? Apparently, according to people commenting from California, he's too young for all of this to be done. But of course, if you're going to a really exclusive school, fancy is the wrong word, exclusive school, you might have to apply when the child is just about born, and I certainly know that happens here where I am. And then we also want to know if any of these mysteries, here's the tower, any of these mysteries about birth certificates and birth mother and all the rest of it will ever be revealed. Will we ever know what is really going on there or what really happened? So that's our reading with the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. I think it's a fitting tarot deck for this mystery. It is a mystery. It's odd how many mysteries there are around Harry and Meghan and their children. They're creating some more mysteries now with multiple divorce stories, not just them but other royal couples. I'm aware of that story. We'll look at it in the coming days, but for now we have got the 8 of Swords. Interesting card as our underlying energy, because it's a card of somebody who has dug themselves into a hole, can't get out. They're in a mental trap and can't see their way out of the mess that they have got themselves into. Ho hum. Did Madame not think it through when she cooked up the plot that she allegedly cooked up 4 or 5 years ago? Looks like that with the 8 of Swords. Does look like she didn't think things through very well at the time. Lots of people speculate she didn't do her homework about the consequences, if the legal consequences in the UK if she went down the surrogacy route, as many people speculate she did, and it might now have consequences that have come back to bite her here. Interestingly, wouldn't know why legally, but 8 of Swords is a tricky card to come out as the underlying energy on a reading like this. So let's see, what situation are we dealing with? What does universe want to tell us about what we are dealing with here? We're dealing with a Page of Swords. I thought that this card was going to come out in this reading in another position, but anyway, it has shown up immediately. So it wasn't going to hang around and wait to come out. It's come out right off the bat. Page of Swords in reverse. Page of Swords, I'm asking about problems with documentation. There is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about research, is about spying, sneaking around, being very wary, being braced for trouble. In reverse, it's quiet and secretive. The Page of Swords. It can be hiding stuff, can be snooping around, digging around. There could be people digging around, trying to find the truth about what's going on with those documents, wanting the truth. Meghan saying, oh no, you can't get the palace, sealed the documents. They did seal birth records, but not the birth certificate. Big difference. But that's such an interesting card. We have got trouble here. Or she has got trouble, not we. She has got trouble with these cards, bookending this reading. So let's have a look at the school story now. Are they trying to enroll Archie into a very exclusive school in Montecito or thereabouts? We've got the 3 of Swords. If they are, it is not going well. Not going well. And it's interesting that hopes have been dashed, a heart has been broken. Could be that school has just said no, or parents have said no, you'll bring too much trouble with you, too much attention, you'll be doing pep walks, and we don't want that kind of trouble here. Something's going on that is very hurtful, very disappointing. And I'm coming from the place where I do believe there is an Archie. I have to make that clear. I do believe that there is an Archie, whoever and wherever he is. I do believe that there is a child that goes by that name and that will at some stage need to appear and go to school and produce the relevant birth records and, just life, evidence of life, proof of life. But something is very disappointing has happened here, which could be where the rumours have come from. They could have been turned down. They could have applied or reached out, as they like to reach out. And the school said, no, thank you. We don't want your custom. Thank you very much. Tell us about documents. Is there a problem with birth certificate, with immunisation records, things like that? Problem with documents. We've already got problem with documents, but what else do you want to tell us? Yeah, there is a problem. It's very similar to the 8 of Swords. We've got the 6 of Swords in reverse. Problem they can't get away from. Problem they didn't make allowances for. I get the sense. It's the international travel card, the 6 of Swords. When it's upright, let's put some distance between ourselves and our troubles. Let's pack our bags and go. and put oceans between us and our problems. And so it could have something to do with different rules in different countries that are now catching them out. And as I said in my preamble, maybe she didn't think it through. She didn't do her research. There's the research card, and it's in reverse. She slipped up, Madame, whip smart as she is, and she didn't do her research, and she's been caught out somehow by something that now is causing trouble, to the extent that we've got the Three of Swords where it comes to going to school. Fascinating. This is all, of course, clear as mud. I'm just giving the energy here. I can't give you a definite answer because we don't really know what we're looking for. That's why we do tarot. We try and figure out what the energy is. And we've got energy of trouble that they have cooked up themselves. That's Eight of Swords. It's trouble you get yourself into because you don't see things clearly. Trouble to do with research, with documents, with international travel that has led to heartache. Tarot can't tell us exactly that the wrong name is on the tarot, on the birth certificate, or things like that. It can give us a jolly good idea, but we're in the realms of pure speculation here, which is what I'm trying to say very clumsily. So let us look now at the birth certificate itself. Why was Megan's name changed? Her details as a mother changed on that birth certificate. 10 of Swords. Something happened that was ruin. You can see this person going down the chimney there, or I don't know whether they're going up or down. It's quite female energy, that person that's stuck in that chimney and going to die in that chimney. Horrible thought. But constantly in this reading, I'm getting the message from universe that this is a mistake that she made. This is a trap she made for herself, and she could not get out of it then. She can't get out of it now. She cannot get out of it now, and it's coming now to cause trouble in her child's life, seemingly, which is unfortunate. But the 10 of Swords is the card of ruin and death and ending. I think that attention was brought to her that basically there might have been false information on that birth certificate when it first came out. It was not true. My speculation, I'm in the things that go bump camp, very firmly in that camp, have been from the word go. And I think that the 10 of Swords came out, and it was pointed out to her that under English law, perhaps she was committing some sort of, let's call it a faux pas, and it needed to be changed quite drastically, so that she stayed legal. So that would have been a devastating blow. She hadn't realized. Somehow something went down that was very, very bad. That was an ending of something, a devastating blow, a devastating ending. 10s are endings. 10 of Swords is an ending, is a death, just unforeseen. Terrible cards in this reading. I keep saying this. Swords are information, messages, words, communications, truths coming out that were devastating, that ended something. So who decided that the change had to be made? Megan has claimed, or through Scobie has claimed, that it was all the palace. The palace insisted that her own name was removed. Who is the author, the person who decided this change? Queen of Wands in reverse. Her. This is her energy, always her energy. Fire sign woman. We're in the Leo energy now. There she is, the Queen of Wands, but she's in reverse. How interesting that there is a candle. There is another Queen of Wands around here, just by the way, who is quite strategic, and that would be Princess Anne. And I'm just putting it out there because Princess Anne might have put her hand up and said, oh, by the way, just putting it out there. Just, it's a secondary energy. That's my wild speculation, and of course it's all just my opinion here, doing tarot for fun, as you know. The drill, disclaimer in the box below. Mostly it's Megan's energy there, but it's in its downfall, it's in its shadow aspect. So something happened that was devastating, 10 of Swords, that put her into this reversal, this reversal of fortune almost I'm getting, that she had to actually change the detail, her own details on this document, remove herself from this document basically, and put down a title rather than an actual person. That's my understanding of what happened. Very interesting. Tell us about Lady C now. What does Lady C know? We're in Lady C column now. What does Lady C know? She knows Five of Pentacles. She knows why they left. Five of Pentacles is the exit card, them leaving, and them leaving in a rush, leaving a hasty exit because of this Ten of Swords. So whatever happened there, that miscalculation, that failure to do research and understand the truth of the situation, led to Five of Pentacles, led to fleeing, leaving, hastily. She knows that. I think we can all speculate what we know. Is Lady C saving this for a rainy day? She's going to write a book and tell all. Are we going to hear the truth from Lady C at some point? I got the High Priestess secrets. I don't think so. I think she's sworn to secrecy at some level. She's almost like a gatekeeper. The High Priestess often has gatekeeper energy. I'm going to keep this mystery, keep this secret, and until my grave, because she's mausoleum energy there. I don't think she's going to tell. I don't know why. For her, it's not hers to tell. It's not her story to tell. She's quite emphatic about that. People are reading, behind the lie, reading into what she's saying and saying, maybe she's doing this because she's just stirring and she wants more viewers and things like that. Or she's secretly writing a book and she's going to reveal all at some stage. High Priestess doesn't reveal all. Only the select few ever know what the High Priestess knows. So she really isn't going to tell. For whatever reason, whoever has authority in this situation, she for some reason really thinks it's not worth, it's her story to share with us. And she's emphatic about that. She does over and over say it. And she's got more emphatic about it over the past few months. We were all hoping, of course, because she said there was a big story coming and a big revelation and denouement, and it was all going to be over and a big story would knock the Parkles down. Well, they're knocking themselves down at this point. They don't need big stories coming from the palace or wherever else to knock them down. But that's an interesting card. It's Major Arcana. It's My Lips Are Sealed. So outcome Archie in school. Are we going to hear about Archie going to some exclusive school? We're going to see him with his little, his little backpack, and off he goes. I got Five of Wands in reverse. I don't think so. It's a ghastly card, so we'll put it away. It's quite a grisly deck. It's a dark tarot, of course. Five of Wands is about fighting. It's about conflict. It's about competition. It's about being over-ambitious, over-competitive. At whoever's expense. Doesn't matter who you elbow out the way. Can be your partner, your mother, your frail old whoever. You just elbow them out the way. Stomp, stomp, stomp to get to where you want to go. But in my mind, this Five of Wands says, not at this place. We don't want you here. We don't want the energy you bring with you. The conflict, the trouble, you're too grasping and too much of a grifter, and we don't like that here. We are exclusive and you are not. I'm going to use the trash word. You're just a bit trashy. This is the energy that I'm getting, that I'm interpreting, that I'm speculating could be going on here with this card. So I think wherever she had her heart set, whatever place she had her heart set on, we've got two cards of rejection, Three of Swords, and then the Five of Wands in reverse. They don't want her there. They don't want Archie there. Poor little thing. No fault of his, but that's the energy that's coming through. This is a very unpleasant reading. I mean, just about every hideous card in the tarot has shown up in this reading so far. How about the truth of this birth certificate and the mystery around the birth and the documentation and the strange announcement on the easel outside the palace, and the mystery of the hospital, and no signs of the Parkles ever being there, and all of those weird things. Are we going to hear any truths anytime soon about any of that? I've got the Six of Wands in reverse. That is a defeat card. Could be. And it could be that it's very humiliating when it comes out. Five of Wands, then we get the Six of Wands, all in reverse. Downfall, misfortune, ego, taking a fall, with the Six of Wands. Something that she was crowing about, that she was very certain was going to be a triumph, has turned into a disaster for her and could bring her down, and could be why Lady C's lips are sealed, and that it is someone else's story to tell, because it could come from a much better source, the story, of course, if that better source ever decides to speak. Feels safe enough to speak, speculating of course, then it would bring the whole house of cards down with a crash. Six of Wands in reverse. Some interesting energy in this reading. Maybe some little peaks of light through the clouds, but still plenty of clouds around in this situation. Plenty. As the clouds gather here, as the storm front rolls in, I'm going to love you and leave you. And thanks for watching as ever and supporting this channel, and I will see you again tomorrow.